walls whispering and eyes glistening while you hear the truth about yourself. The hardest thing for an addict in Chicago is to walk down the neighborhood, not even his neighborhood. These were times where mothers and fathers and daughters and sons sit on the porch just before dark or when the street lights came on, because you had to be home before the street lights came on. It was a brutal thing to walk through a neighborhood, even if it was the neighborhood a block away from your home, because you hear things told about you that cut so deep, it is almost like being stabbed by a stranger, but you know it to be true. I would try to walk on the other side of the street and I would see families on the porch with their daughters and sons saying, "Look at this shit here coming down here. This don't make no sense." And it's always it's always either the mother or the father, and the daughters and sons are younger, trying to get away, to get into their own little mischief. So they're sitting almost the step before the bottom, and the dad and the mother is sitting up in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, looking left and right, protecting their own. And you're just trying to slip through without too much attention. But it don't work, not in Chicago. And you hear so many things that's true about how you let yourself just go. And it is really brutal. And a lot of times you can't recover if you're not strong enough to hear the truth. Most people commit suicide. But man, how many of those blocks and neighborhoods have I had to walk through, even walking on the other side of the street and still hearing the truth about how you let yourself go. Chicago was a motherfucker back then, but it was also a safe place. I seen a show the other day about mothers and grandparents being watch hounds, watching out for the neighborhood. When their neighbor kids get into mischief, they whoop their ass, send you home, and your father whoop your ass. That was the days of being respectable. That was the days where a teacher could whoop your ass and hit you with a ruler. Those were the days that stuck with me as far as having respect for my elders. What has time gone where it doesn't matter what you do and you can cuss your mother out in Walmarts and fall on the floor saying that you want something, and she's so embarrassed that she let you have it? It was brutal walking through the neighborhoods, and it still sticks with me from time to time, even today. And I think I'm a better person for it. And to be truthful about it, if my parents, especially my father, and I had a lot of disappointments in my mother's eyes later in years where I just went and became an addict, went through year-long inpatient rehabs and was lucky enough, I guess, for her to see me clean for the last time before I relapsed, before she died. But she's still watching, and I'm not fooling anybody. But those neighborhoods were brutal to walk past because you heard the walls whispering and your eyes were glistening and hearing the truth about yourself. Thank you.